मैं रिकॉर्ड पर रखना चाहूंगा, रेलवे में वो ताकत है अध्यक्ष जी कि देश की कोई भी समस्या हो उसके लिए हमारे इंजीनियर्स, हमारे टेक्निकल लोग इतनी ताकत रखते हैं कि बड़े से बड़े चैलेंज को फेस करेंगे.
This was Union Minister of Railways Ashwini Vaishnav making a case for the railways in India. However, the latest CAG audit report of the railways for the year 2021-2022 gives a grim picture where the report shows how the Indian Railways was responsible for the losses amounting to rupees 2,604 crore. There are multiple problems like loan issues, GST shortfalls, generation of non-fair revenue and unfair contract awarding among other things. Like this one irresponsible act of paying close to 840 crore rupees as interest money upon a loan taken for development on a land parcel in Bandra East, Mumbai. Turns out, no development work actually happened on this land ever and the Railway Ministry had to incur this heavy loss. This audit report for the year ending March 2022 highlights significant compliance issues and financial lapses within the Ministry of Railways and its various field units. The report is divided into 4 main chapters focusing on different aspects of the railways operations, infrastructure and rolling stock. Let's dive into the details of the CAG report and uncover where the Railways Ministry squandered a whopping 2,604 crore rupees. My name is Zishan Kaskar and you are watching The Wire. Let's first talk about the case in Bandra East, which I mentioned in the introduction. So the Ministry of Railways made an improper decision to generate non-fair revenue by pursuing IRCON, a public sector company of the Indian Railways. IRCON borrowed rupees 3,200 crore from Indian Railways Financial Corporation, which is the IRFC, at an interest rate of 8.77% to pay the upfront lease premium to Rail Land Development Authority, which is the RLDA, for this land parcel. However, as per the report, the lease agreement was repudiated on the same day and IRCON paid rupees 2,580 crore to RLDA despite the repudiation. In essence, the mismanagement led to a loss of 834 crore rupees for the Ministry of Railways due to unnecessary interest payments on a loan obtained by IRCON for a project that was not executed. The next major loss came from the East Coast Railway and due to non-recovery of GST. Let's take a look at the first one. Railways had a rule that said that they should charge a fee called shunting charges when they use their engines to help other companies move their locomotives or goods around. But as per the audit report, they did not charge this fee to one company, Pradeep Port Trust, for 4 years, and that meant they lost a sum of rupees 149 crores. The Railways said that they didn't charge the fee because the company was using a special system called merry-go-round or MGR system that did not need shunting. But the auditors found that this wasn't true and that the company was actually using the Railways' engine for shunting, so they should have been charged. Next up, the South East Central Railway and Western Railway failed to comply with GST provisions, resulting in non-recovery of 13.43 crore rupees in GST on codal charges paid by siding owners between July 2017 and August 2021. The CAG report found out that the railway company did not charge GST from July 2017 to August 2021. The Railways was supposed to charge GST on services like surveys and inspection, but they did not. They were supposed to charge 18% GST on these services. Railways has recommended that further responsibility may be fixed at an appropriate level for non-implementation of the provisions of the GST notification. Further, in the CAG report, there was non-recovery of 10.61 crore rupees due to non-revision of license fee of land or building. Next, there was loss of 9.25 crore rupees on accounting of granting ineligible concessions of 6% to an automobile freight training operator. CAG also pointed out loss due to non-updation of technical system. Now let's take a look at the financial mismanagement at the infrastructure level. There were undue favors given to some companies as shown in the CAG report. One example is of the contract for the construction of tunnel T48 on the Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla rail link project in Jammu and Kashmir. IRCON awarded this contract to Gammon Engineers and Contract Private Limited, which is the GECPL, for rupees 1,110 crores despite GECPL not meeting the essential qualifying criteria specified in the tender. Specifically, GECPL failed to submit an audited balance sheet for the previous financial year of 2015-16 as required by the tender. Instead, they submitted a provisional balance sheet for 2016-17 which showed a meager cash balance and zero turnover. Despite that, IRCON considered GECPL's net worth as positive based on this provisional balance sheet, which was not in compliance with the tender criteria. This relaxation of norms constitutes an undue favor to GECPL. Furthermore, GECPL's slow progress on the project has resulted in delays and cost overruns, despite the contract being awarded at a higher cost, precisely of Rs 433 crores. The next potentially big loss came from the Bhuj-Nalia railway line upgrade project in Ahmedabad division of Western Railway. The Bhuj-Nalia railway line upgrade project was a critical infrastructure development initiative aimed at enhancing the transportation capacity of the Western Railway zone. However, the project's progress was hindered by various factors, leading to a delay of 36 months in opening the completed Bhuj-Deshalpur section for goods traffic. This delay, as per the CAG report, resulted in a potential loss of freight earnings amounting to 126 crore rupees, as the section remained non-operational for an extended period. Freight earnings refer to the revenue generated by Indian Railways from transporting goods on the trains. Furthermore, the investment of 121.14 crore rupees in the Bhuj-Nalia project remained idled for more than 3 years, incurring additional opportunity costs. The root cause of delay can be attributed to the failure of the Railway Administration to address the deficiencies pointed out by the Commissioner of Railway Safety in a timely manner. Another loss cited came from the Western Central Railway, where it invested Rs 43.59 crores to construct 4 road overbridges as part of cost-sharing agreement with state governments. However, due to state government's failure to complete the approach roads, the level crossing remained operational, resulting in an additional 1.35 crore rupees in expenses for railway personnel and the ineffective use of the ROBs. It was a textbook example of how a lack of coordination between stakeholders can lead to a project delayed and financial losses. The Southeast Central Railway paid a contract of Rs 27 crores as a mobilization advance for a railway project. After the contract failed to perform, the contracts were terminated, but the railways failed to recover Rs 28 crores including interest due to expired bank guarantees. This resulted in a significant financial loss, with efforts to recover the funds which is ongoing. South Central Railway spent Rs 28 crores constructing ROBs to replace busy level crossings. However, the failure to include necessary additional infrastructure like subways or light over bridges led to the level crossing remaining open, undermining the investment and continuing to incur costs for the operation of the crossings. These were just some of the crucial financial mismanagement that were pointed out in the CAG report. These points, precisely 33 of them, resulting in losses of more than 2,500 crore to the Railway Ministry, isn't by any stretch of imagination the ideal position in which the Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav wants us to believe the ministry is in. The CAG report flags various concerns which needs to be addressed by the ministry and make sure that the tender allotted or the money loaned is properly paid off and the work proposed is completed. Otherwise, there will be crores of rupees being wasted on projects that do not even exist. That's it from me. My name is Zishan Kaskar. People who want to read the full report can find the link in the description. Thank you.